Hi guys, I want to show you how to repair this. I have a trackpad that doesn't click anymore. So it doesn't click. This side does. But this side won't. And so I can't maneuver anymore. So I'm going to show you the repair on this. I've already repaired this one and it works now. So I'll show you what I did and how I repaired it, okay? So first of all, get a T5 and take this apart in this order, okay? But I want to let you know that right here, let's see, right there, you can see on this top one right here, there's a black pad over there. Once you puncture this, you break your warranty. Now you can take your little knife over here and you could pick this little piece of sticker out if you want, but I don't care, I'm already out of warranty. This thing's like 3 years old. So I'm just gonna push through that little black pad and I'm gonna go ahead and it's a little sticker there, okay? And so I can kind of hold this up over here and you can see this is a little part of the sticker, see? So you can just peel that sticker out if you want to keep your warranty. This repair is typically pretty easy to do. It doesn't take a whole lot. If you try to send it into Steam, or to VR, I mean, they're going to go ahead, or the HTC people, they're going to go ahead and charge you like $90 on this. So it's kind of a pain in the neck. I don't want to have to spend that kind of money. To me, that's just a waste. Frankly, I'm too cheap, too frugal, whatever word you want to put with it, okay? So now that this is here, you can get a quarter of a credit card or whatever. I have this from taking apart phones. Now you just get in here and just kind of break this thing off over here. So you can kind of use your fingernail. You just got to work your way around. They put a little glue in these in a couple different places, but for the most part, it's no big deal. You got to get them off. And you just kind of start popping them off. I know you can't see really great on the camera because it's hard for me to figure out how to do it on camera, close up, while this is working. So work your way around it. There's little clippies all throughout it. So I keep getting closer and closer to the camera. I'm trying to stay off a little so you can see it. All right. So if you ever taken apart a phone, it's very similar. So I usually just open it up and spread it a little and then work my way around. And you got to release the little clippies in here. I don't like using metal because it will scar this up. So that's why I prefer the plastic, credit card, something like that. And usually that works pretty well. So this one's fighting me a bit. I think there's a little glue on the tip up here. The other one I took out had a little bit of glue. I'm going to put a little bit more persuasion in there and just see. There you go. You heard that click? So that's what I was trying to do, is I'm trying to get. Now, after I'm inside, I can kind of work with my tweezers and just kind of pop it in, because that's not going to damage it. There you go. And you see it just popped right off, okay? So, all right, so that's off there. That's easy. Now you got to get the bottom one off, okay? So this one comes off a little bit easier. You just kind of click it, but be careful. Right here, there's a sensor, and right here. Don't damage those sensors when you take it apart, okay? So I kind of just pop it down a little bit, but just be careful of it, okay? It's got these little tabs right in here, okay, that clip in right underneath here. So this fits in right there. Those are the tabs you got to be careful of, okay? Now to take this off, there's 4 little screws. Okay, there's one in this little hole. Okay, there you go. All right, so pull that thing off. Good. That one comes off. Okay, set that aside. This one comes off. Oops, I wasn't in. Come on, get in there. You kind of got to feel your way around in there. Come on. There you go. Now you feel it slide in. Excuse me. All right, so that comes off. Then you got to get these 2 little ones off right here. Come on, get in there. There you go. Once you feel it slide in, it only takes about 6 turns and then come right out. All right, but you got to feel it. There you go, and you feel it kind of lock in. Then you can untwist it. All right, so then you can get your little plastic pry tool again. Come on over here and just start working your way off. Okay, you can hear it click. Okay, and then it's off. All right, so now here's the point. All right, there you go. Now it's off. So if it isn't working, there's a little rubber pad right here. That's typically the problem. This rubber pad, you can see it's kind of worn out. There's a little joystick right here that hits, okay? And that's typically the problem, is that this just gets squished after a while. It's too many hours on it, okay? So that's one common problem. Another common problem is that these come out. These little ribbon cables here. These ribbon cables just pull straight out and they push straight back in. And sometimes you'll find them off a little like this. And that will cause tracking issues and all kinds of other things like that. So make sure you get that done, okay? And this, let me show you this. So on this track, there's this little lip right here. that sits flush against here. If it's not flush, it's not all the way in. So make sure you get that all the way in like so, okay? And now you can see it's all the way in, all right? Same thing with this one down here. That one needs to be all the way in as well. This one's not quite all the way in. There you go. See, now it's all the way in. See the difference? So this one you don't have to mess with, but yeah, you don't have to mess with it, but it's the same thing down here. If you want to, you can lift this tape off. This tape is so it doesn't back out, and make sure this isn't all the way. So inspect that one as well. But that's for this bottom button if that one stops working. But 9 times out of 10, it's these trackpads, it's the issues. So now let me show you how I repair this, okay? And it doesn't take much, okay? I just get a piece of hardwood, okay, and I get a little hole punch. You can get these from Harbor Freight for like $4, okay? Just get a little Harbor Freight one. This one is a little 1/8" one, okay? Then I just get like an old flashlight bag, something like this, and I just take this over here, and I just hit it one time, okay? What it does is it cuts a hole in it, and then set all that aside, and I can push this out, okay? And that's what I cut. So 1 piece of paper and 2 little shiny dots, okay? I just need one of these little shiny dots, okay? Set that off to the side. That little shiny dot right there. Okay, I'm going to grab with a pair of tweezers, just for simplicity's sake. Now what I'm going to do is set this upside down on the table. I'm going to put this right over that dot, that rubber pad, okay? Just to give it a little bit more thickness, all right? Because the problem is that that pad just gets squished after a while. Now, if you have the proper pads or you can find one, use that instead. But I find this extra thickness seems to work. Oh, I got static electricity going on this right now. Shoot, it's sticking to this really bad. Let me try the other tool. See if I can slide it in there. I don't know. I'll try my little knife to slide it in place. There you go. Okay, there's no static electricity on that. If it's sticking to your tweezers real bad, you just got some static electricity on it, no big deal. So now I just center that little pad in there. I'm sure you can see that on video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this stable. And now I'm just going to line this up. And I usually line up these 2 corners here. Okay? Just kind of hold it here. And hold it over here. And just shove down. That way I know it's not going to work. Normally the controller turns on because you press a button. I don't like controllers being on, electricity flowing through things when I am using it, and have it open because I don't want to short something out, so I turn it off, okay? So now you have this snap down. You can hear it snap. You can hear it click. Okay, so that's easy peasy. Now in order to put this thing back together, it's pretty easy. You just take this and kind of stick this open over here. Again, be careful of these sensors. Don't damage them. Oops. Make sure you get this little clippy inside, like this, okay? Very good. That one's in. This one's in. Now I'm just going to snap this down. Come on. There you go. There you go. Okay, that one's in. Now same thing with this one. Put this one on. Snap it down. Easy, easy, and easy. Okay. Now you just put all the screws. Oops, I forgot to put the screws in the bottom. I'll have to take it apart again. Oh well. But anyways, you put all the screws back in, you can see it easily works. Okay. So now it feels nice and clicky. Now, if you put too big of a piece of plastic in it, okay, what you'll feel is it will be like tight. You won't feel it sticky and will just be pressed on the whole time. So that means take it out, put something thinner. I find cardstock works well, a business card works well, something like that, but a standard piece of paper is too thin. It doesn't work. This is super easy, and you don't need this fancy dancy tool. You can just use a pair of scissors and cut out a square. It doesn't really matter. I just have this and it's convenient. So anyways, that's how you fix it. I'm going to shut this video off, take this back apart because I forgot to put my other 2 screws in over here. Oops. And we'll go from there. All right. That's the end of the video. Later.